people of Karad Dahn, when I addressed you the last time, I told you that change might be coming. And truly did it come. Never before in our history did things change so rapidly, so fundamentally, and with such far-reaching and ultimate consequences. At times it seemed overwhelming, and many are still struggling. But we did not perish. Once more, the people of Karad Dahn prevailed, like so many times before. Change came, and we faced it, for we were prepared. We knew there was no point in fighting the inevitable, so we did not fall for ignorance, but instead accepted change, carefully though, and only to a certain extent. We are still here, and we still are, the people of Karad Dahn. And we are stronger now, stronger than ever before. Half a year ago, the prophecies begun fulfilling, and the riddles of time started unraveling. We still do not have word from the warrioress, yet. But the appearance of the stranger marked the beginning of something entirely new. The advent of the engineer. This new ally is dedicated not only to our fate, but to the world as a whole. He continuously delves into ancient and alien lore and mysteries, but the secrets he constantly unearths have never been to our disadvantage. He is wise teacher, benevolent mentor, and faithful friend, all in one. It was him who guided our miners to new resources. It was him who taught the smiths to smelt new ores. It was him who opened up new ways and possibilities for us. Today, science and technology are prospering in Karad Dahn, reaching new heights each day. A new age is dawning. And it is us, the people of Karad Dahn, who will step forward and lead the world into this new era. When I spoke to you half a year back, I mentioned the HELLFROST Crusade. This military endeavor, initiated by the Church of Skatha, has gained much traction during the last few months, and our new technologies enable us to observe its progress closely and in great detail. The Church has gathered armies at HELLFROST Keep in the northern Ice Barrier Mountains, and almost any country, from the northern Hearthlands to the lower Winterlands, sent forces to support their cause. About 1 month ago, the HELLFROST Crusade finally set out northbound. They crossed Frostwater Lake, passed Rimholm to the west, and after almost 3 weeks, reached the ice wall barrier, only a day's travel short of the banks of Blake Lake. By this time, we already made close contact with the Kingdom of Karad Marn, the northernmost dwarven kingdom, which is located in plain sight of the ice wall barrier, and only a few days travel away from where the Crusaders arrived. Our northern brethren share our concern about the Crusade's intentions, and provide us with detailed information we cannot gather by other means. We do not know exactly how, but 3 days ago the Crusaders succeeded in breaching the ice wall barrier. They ventured forth and, in fact, set up a bridgehead on the high ice. They call it Camp Aurora, named after the northern lights that continuously illuminate the lands of the HELLFROST. The Crusaders plan to launch several campaigns into the HELLFROST lands, and Camp Aurora is intended to serve them as a base of operations. It is a foothold on the high ice, where the majority of the Crusades troops are to be stationed. But as of now, the camp is still under heavy construction, and so far only a few light troops have been assigned for its defenses. The majority of the Crusaders, however, are heavily involved in paving the way for the main forces. By means of magic, the Crusades priests create what they call the Gap, a broad path through the ice, suitable for deploying great numbers of troops and bringing in vast amounts of supplies. But the Gap is still far from being finished, and while the Crusaders are bravely fighting the ice, they simply aren't ready for facing any real opponents yet. And this is a problem, for their actions did not go unnoticed. This morning, our reconnaissance spotted movement on the ice. We registered great numbers of what might be troops, moving towards Camp Aurora and the Gap. A strong blizzard has formed in the depths of the HELLFROST, however, and it is moving alongside them, preventing us from gathering more detailed information. With the Crusades' forces being ill-prepared for battle and unaware of the enemy approaching, the Gap proves to be rather a threat than an opportunity. A threat no one is aware of. No one but us. We do not know yet whether the movement on the ice is just some beast gathering to hunt, or an army marching into battle. But it does not matter anyway, for with the ice wall barrier being breached, a defeat of the Crusade might very well cause a new flood of HELLFROST hordes swarming down from the high ice. Needless to say, that we cannot allow the hordes to ever cross the ice wall barrier again, and neither can the Crusaders. They will inevitably be caught by surprise, since there is no way to warn them. Since they are fully unaware of the fact that we are monitoring them, they must conclude that there will be neither reinforcements nor help. So they will defend the Gap at all costs. I grieve at all the lives that will be lost in this battle, but they are on their own, for now. We cannot say for how long they will brave the onslaught, but they will for sure be in dire need of support soon. Support that only we can provide. So we immediately sent word to our brethren at Karad Dahn, in order to inform them about the current situation, and warn them of the imminent danger. Just a few moments ago, we received an answer from King Balor of Karad Dahn. At this very moment, the 6th Army of Karad Dahn is already marching toward the Gap. They are advancing by forced marches, and will reach their destination the morning of the 2nd next day. It will hardly be in time to warn the Crusaders, but they might be there just early enough to fill their ranks, and hopefully secure the Gap. The Gap has to be protected by all means. This is our ultimate goal, and thus we will move forces there too. At this moment, the 2nd and 3rd Army of Karad Dahn are joining forces. They will move out as a single combined army tomorrow morning at dawn. The engineer himself will accompany them, as well as a small group of fighters known as the Engineer's Guard. These elite warriors, although small by numbers, are equipped with the newest weapons and the latest machinery of war, straight from the Engineer's Forge. This is grave news indeed, but it is just the beginning. King Buthor informed me that Karad Dahn is now fully at war. Its third army will move out before dusk and follow their comrades. But Karad Dahn itself is sealing its borders and prepares for being sieged. And we will follow suit. I hereby declare martial law. From this moment on, Karad Dahn is officially at war. All travel and trade beyond our borders, which is not connected to matters of war, is suspended. All reserve units are hereby conscripted, and all fortresses prepare for besiegement. The Queen wishes it to be known that all civilians have to be familiar with martial law procedures. In order to facilitate this, local authorities will hold public meetings during the following days and weeks to spread news, answer questions, and provide guidance. Although attending is not explicitly mandatory for civilians, every person is strongly encouraged to attend at least one of those meetings per week. In addition, all inhabitants of surface settlements are required by law to be ready for immediate evacuation to the nearest mountain stronghold at any time. Furthermore, all civilians are strongly advised to refrain from traveling outside their community. The Queen hereby announces activation of Karad Dahn's wartime resource distribution system. All trade within Karad Dahn is hereby suspended, and all shops are closed. Instead, each and every person will be provided with rations of all everyday goods needed, free of charge. People of Karad Dahn, we are at war. There is no enemy at our gates, yet, and hopefully there never will be. But still we are at war. A war that will be fought far away from our homes, far away from our realm. But still we are at war. A war that might decide our whole world's fate. The northern sky is darkening, and no one knows what the future may bring. But we live in a time of fulfilling prophecies. The stranger, messenger of a new age, has revealed himself. The engineer is fighting at our side. And the warrioress, heroine of the past, is on an epic quest to retrieve a divine weapon that might crush the bane of the HELLFROST forever. And then there is us, the people of Karad Dahn. We are stronger than ever, and we have what it takes to stand the test of time. This is our blood, our home, our people. We prevailed through all those millennia since the founding of our beloved kingdom. We have faced war, we have faced death, we have faced destiny, time and time again, and yet we are still here. My brothers, my sisters, my people, we will prevail again.